G'day, it's Mark here at VanEssa Camping Kombilife. We've got Jeremy here today. Congratulations, Jeremy, on this brand new California beach. Awesome. Candy white, Ascot grey, 5-seater 4Motion, one of the first in the country. And Jeremy, you're here today for what? What are we doing today to your van?
Well, we're installing the kitchen module.
Yes.
And then we're considering a few other little extras for the inside, some the storage facility, and what else? We're getting some Aussie nets, and we're getting a few other interior bits and bobs.
Fantastic. And drop of the hat decision for a California, or have you been waiting for years for this California in Australia?
A bit of both.
Okay.
A bit of both. I'm waiting a long time to get the right van, and the California is the right van. So
fantastic.
Yeah.
And just a weekend away, or something a bit bigger planned?
We're going to have a dry run this weekend,
Yep.
and then in about a month's time, we've got a good 6 weeks up the New South Wales coast to really test it out.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
6 weeks underway with the California.
Yeah.
Well, please keep us up to date on that trip
will
and
do.
tag us on some of those posts online. And to get this underway today, we are going to remove the rear board that is standard with the California. It's on the one hand very simple if you know what you're doing, but there's a trick to it to get it out. We're now going to install the rear kitchen system into the California for the first time. We can sort of shuffle it in as it is, but it's a little bit easier if we do remove the drawers. Let's have a quick look at that. When I pull this drawer out, there's 2 orange clips I'm squeezing together. I'll just lift it up so you can see it. 2 orange clips to squeeze together, and then that liberates the drawer from the runners. So I'll do the second one. This has the cooker in it, so that I've just liberated that. And Jeremy, do you want to have a go at yours? Yeah. That's it. That's it. And pop that in.
Look at the video, I see what I'm doing.
That's it. Perfect. Easy. Easy. So what we've done is create a really good gripping point to lift the kitchen easily. One of the things I always trap myself with is the water tank cover. It's also a really nice gripping point here on the water tank cover, but I always end up then pulling it off rapidly. So I also take that off, put that upside down so I'm not tempted to try and lift the entire kitchen weight with the water tank cover. So let's slide it back towards the vehicle on the installation trolley. These are very useful if you're going to do this regularly. And we can lift here, Jeremy, just under here, just lift into the van, and we can now slide it in. So if we just leave it there for a sec, that's the normal position we would have it in a multivan. So very close to the top of the tailgate with the corners just clearing the rear tailgate area. In a California, of course, we have actually a substantially larger tailgate apparatus because we have in the California our chairs in the tailgate here. So because of that, we will, for a California installation, move this kitchen even further into the van. So Jeremy, give me a hand here. Shuffle it even further in, up to about there. Should be actually maybe even slightly further. And then we're going to push it back. We're going to close the tailgate and push the kitchen back as far against the tailgate as it will possibly go. In the top drawer will be the T-bolts to secure the kitchen to the rails. So I'm going to grab my T-bolts, jump in the van, we'll close the tailgate and get this in the perfect position. So we have a look here in the van, we can see we've got to line up the rear kitchen mounting points with the rail. It's slightly offset here. Just line that up a little bit, that's better. And it's good on this side as well. I'm just going to check on the inside here. Oh, we've got miles of space. We've gone too far in. So we'll just put the kitchen further back against the base of the tailgate, which is looking good. Now, just making sure it is lined up. We can pop the rail. So just the best way to install this is just to extend that up almost as far as it'll go. Pop the T in, turn it 90 degrees clockwise, and then tighten. feel that starting to grip, and that is now secure. I'll do the same on the other side, and then our final task is to connect the 12-volt cable to the 12-volt socket. And the 12-volt socket in the multivan and California is both on the driver's side in Australia, and the 12-volt socket is right here. And as soon as I plug that in, I will see the lights flash on the fridge, and I can verify that it is connected and actually turn the fridge on. A good piece of news for the California is this particular socket is connected to the second battery under the passenger seat. So we are running this off the secondary battery, not off the primary battery. Kitchen's in, put as far back against the tailgate as possible, and we left those drawers out so that we could maneuver that really easily and lightly. Now we just need to put the drawers back in. So we'll grab our insulation trolley, and to pop the drawers back in, I'll grab this first drawer. I often pull these out just so I don't risk damaging the kitchen at all with the edges of the drawers. In this case, there's a little latch there, and that just slides in. So Jeremy, if you want to perhaps have a go at that one there, just rest it on there. That's it. And you'll feel it sort of click in, that's it, and sliding in all the way, and that's it, that's done. Those drawers on. That one's in. That's it, drawers are in. We haven't put this back on yet because I wouldn't mind now just popping some water into the tank. So if I have a hose with a trigger, I could actually literally put the hose and then trigger and fill it up. But it is designed to be removed, the water tank, to be filled up. And we can see here, as I took it out, it matches up with the placard on the back of the water tank lid that it has to be around this particular way. And just while I've got it empty here, I'll just show you that when this is in, and I move my drawer in and out, that the hose is not fouled at all when it's that way. If I have it over here or reversed around 180 degrees, it doesn't operate correctly. So just follow the placard on there and observe there's also a block there. So if I have it around the wrong way, it's on a bit of an angle. So I take that, unscrew that, and I'll be back in a sec with some water. Importantly, I have, as part of the delivery, an extra cap, and that cap is designed to prevent me sloshing water all through the van as I pop it back in. I'll be back in a sec. So we've filled it up. I've got the cap on there so I can safely return this to its correct position, and just being mindful not to bury the hose or the pump or the cable. So that's now in really firmly and securely. I can undo the yellow cap, that's off, submerge the pump, and re-secure the lid. Now we did plug the kitchen in earlier, so this is ready to go. Let's just check. And we can see that's running really nicely, so that's pumping nicely. There is an optional shower attachment. If we have that, we just undo the aerator on the faucet and connect the shower adapter and connect the shower up. The shower can be stowed underneath around the little black post there, so that's a good place to stow the shower. And the last job, now that we've got the tank back in place, the 16-litre tank, is just to put this back on. Notice we put that down vertically, so nice and even on both sides, resting, ready to go, and just pop it down. When you remove it, use two hands or grab it in the center at least so it comes up evenly. If we have with this clip it being pulled up on an angle, we may break that clip. So it's always good to try and do that function evenly. And we can see as we move this in and out, we have free movement of the hose. So to make the bed, we are going to want to move this seat into a precise position, and we also will need to remove the headrests. Off. The way we do that is there is a clip on each headrest, so I just press that in And once I press that in, that liberates the headrest. We'll remove some of this California accessories, paraphernalia. And to put the seat flat, I'll pull the horizontal lever, push that back and flat, and there's too much gap here. So this gap is simply too large. We'll probably work with the mattress, but we don't need to leave such a big gap. We've worked hard to get this as far back as possible to maximise our interior space. So I can pull that strap again and push this back now. That's right as far back as it will go. I'll bring it back one notch and let go. That's now locked into place, and we have a very small gap. And perhaps I can even go back one more notch. I can fit my finger in there. Normally it's less than a finger. I'll just see if I can go back a notch. So I think that's better now. Yeah, that's tighter now. So I'll just verify the operation. Yep, that comes up and moves down freely. What we'll do now is make a mark on the rail system so we know precisely where the exact position is for this triple seat to give us maximum interior space. So to mark the position on the rail, I use this line here, which is on the seat. It's a very precise line. And just put a little, with a permanent marker, just a very small mark there, noting that when this line matches up with that, we're in the exact correct position for the seat to make the bed. We're going to install the mattress now that we've got the kitchen and the bed in and the seat in the correct place. On this particular mattress, we're actually going with the beach mattress. The beach mattress is just a little bit shorter, so 183 by 143 rather than the regular 189. So it's just a little bit shorter because of, again, the chairs and the tailgate. This sets us up to be able to put the interior module into the vehicle as well. So let's do that. When I release my mattress, I just make sure that the knife goes up and away from the mattress material. We do not want to risk perforating the mattress at all. When installing the mattress, Jeremy can use my hand here. We can see, I'm going to turn it around. We can see here there are no zippers. We want to see at the back of the van no zippers. We can also see here, perfectly positioned now, that the narrow part is at the bottom and the wider part is at the top. This ensures that the memory foam is up the right way. It also ensures that it folds the correct way. So we can put this plastic off now and lift it up and into the vehicle. That's it. So that's in the correct position there. You can see the narrow part matches where it gets a little bit narrower in the base, and the wider part is at the top. I'm going to jump in the vehicle now and pull it out. Come and have a look. So now we have the bed made up. Let's check that from the reverse angle. So on the reverse angle, one hand in the middle, one hand on top, and just pull it out. If we have the mattress oriented the correct way, it does concertina accurately. To put it back, grab it by the scruff in the middle and roll it back. And to put the seat back upright, I pull the horizontal lever, pull on the seat belt, and the seat is back in the upright position. It goes that quickly. We'll do that in reverse now. Handle out, the horizontal handle out, push back, hand in the middle, top hand over that way, and the mattress is out. It goes very, very quickly indeed. So as we put our seat back, I'll just show you exactly how much storage is behind this seat. So we'll pull the lever, the seat goes back to the upright position. I can pull the lever a second time, pull it over, and if you just have a look behind the seat here, there's a significant amount of storage behind the seat. So I can put a lot of camping gear in there. But in this particular case, just for the moment, I'm just going to put our headrests just behind the seat here, which is where I'll next most likely need them. So that is a significant amount of storage in there. If this were a multivan, that would be it in terms of beds, but this is actually a California. So we actually have another bed. Let's have a look at how to install that. We'll have Jeremy put his new roof up. So we have a look inside here. So ignition is on, and we need to turn our camper control panel on. So this is, it's got the appearance pack, we've got the digital dash, awesome wireless CarPlay working already in the vehicle, but this is the camper control panel here. So with the camper control panel, we need to turn that on. So press the button on, Jeremy, thank you. And we can see a little bit of the status of the vehicle, the status of the battery and so on. But if we turn the knob, you can see there's a couple of different sections here. In the top left is the pop-up roof. So I'm going to pull this open here first. So this is the roller, and we'll start to see the roof go up in a sec. And it's asking us, do we want to be in opening mode or closing mode? So if we have closing, we can press close for closing or open for open. Select which mode we want. It's in open mode, so now we just have to press the knob. Please check the space. Do we have space above it? We do have space above us here. And now hold the knob, I think it is. Yeah. You have to configure it until it says open. There's only 3 positions. Closed underneath. That's it, roof is open. How good is that? The roof is popped. We can now lift the bed on the gas struts, and we now have full standing space inside the vehicle. It creates an incredible amount of sensor space within the vehicle to have this roof up, and now the bed up. Let's take a peep at what the bed looks like. We've put the roof up, the bed up. I'm going to pull it down and you can have a look at what that looks like. So the bed is down now if we have people sleeping upstairs, and we can see the mattress is there, and under the mattress is the new independent spring system from Frelly. And instead of the old wooden slats where you would feel if there's 2 kids up there, as one moves the other would feel that's now independently sprung with this new system. So that is a significant improvement over the old T6 California, which we never had in Australia. So Australia kicks off with the new system. Okay, we're now going to do our final task for today for preparing this as its initial camper van fit out, which is to install the legendary VanEssa mobile camping pack bags. I say legendary because they are very, very popular and they create instant space. They're also part of the secret to the spontaneity of going away. So if it's looking like a good weekend, maybe Thursday afternoon, I'll start to think about packing these bags. Friday morning, I make a decision, yep, we're going to go this weekend, chuck them in the back, and then after work, I just head straight off. So this is part of the secret to being spontaneous with your van. So let's have a look. There are 2 of them. They're actually lefts and rights, so we want to make sure we get that right. So the VanEssa logo is always at the back. In the multi-vans, we've had to take those Velcro blocks off. But the California is different. The California has blinds that come from the top down, the full block-out blinds, rather than the lift-up translucent blinds that we see in the multivan. So let's have a look at these. So I'll get that one in ready for that one, and I'll get the passenger side one ready to go. So VanEssa logo at the back, blocks in place. So these are the blinds that I'm referring to, these pull-down full block-out blinds. So it's a little bit different to the multivan, but not too much. But we leave the block in place, slide the block up underneath the blind, and clip it in like that. And that is solid as, and is not going to budge out of that window until we decide to take it out. So have a go, Jeremy, see if you can get that in. Yeah, give it a go. So get that block up behind the blind there. Just give that a little bit of a shove in there, and that's it. That's now really firmly in there. Don't forget we've got our glasses holder here, we've got our keys holder here, and we also have the phone holder there. And just as the phone is ringing, we can, if a call from New Zealand, we can pop that phone in there. So there we go. We've just installed the interior module for the first time to the California in Australia. We wanted to verify that with the kitchen a little bit further and the whole seat a little bit further forward for the California with the chairs and the tailgate, that it does work. The Germans have informed us that of course it does, and we have just verified that it actually does. So let's have a look at it. The interior module, without the vanity unit on top, it does come with a couple of quite generous utility drawers, but also a particularly large base drawer. Some have also converted this to a fridge drawer, and some have also converted to the WC drawer. Note as well that the interior module comes with one table as standard, so this table slides out and provides us with an additional table. When that front seat is swiveled, that makes a big difference, and we'll do that in a sec. But it also comes with an optional auxiliary table here as well, so I use this as a work table occasionally. Not that I want my California to be an office specifically, it's a camper van, but if I have to do some work by the beach, this is pretty good. So with the two here, I have some pretty generous workspace here within the California. Remember, this is a short wheelbase van. So the concern we might have had is, does the bed work with the interior module in place? So let's verify that now. So I pull that lever. Yes, that does. And the mattress comes out perfectly. Nowhere to sit now, but let's swivel this seat. We've just installed the VanEssa interior module in Swiss Decor to the new California. We wanted to do this to verify that everything will fit just nicely. The Germans and VanEssa have definitely assured us that it will, but because the kitchen is further into the van with the chairs and the tailgate, it's worth verifying. So we've just popped it in. We've moved the driver's seat forward a little bit. I'll just put that back a bit now. So we can put that back and recline that back. We've also rotated that seat because the interior module allows us to also have not just some of the utility drawers here, which are a couple of nice utility drawers and large drawer here, but there's actually a table in the centre. So Jeremy here with a cup of tea can now use it for the first time.
Perfect.
Got a cup of tea here in our California. We also have an additional optional table that is velcroed here, deliberately so. The very first design of this had a piano hinge here. Of course, with a piano hinge you can't open it with this seat in its current position, or even with the bed made. But with the velcro I can just pull the velcro off, lift it up vertically, and then flip it out for the table. So just clip that in, the little support stay there, and now we've got this table in here as well. So I don't necessarily plan to use my California as an office all the time, but if I did have to do a little bit of work, then we can actually have a really nice workspace here. Additionally, there is an optional vanity unit here, and we will verify the vanity unit in a moment with the California setup. But this is really comfortable in here now. How good is this, Jeremy?
Perfect.
I wish I had my cup of tea too. We've now installed the additional vanity unit for the interior module. That is the third and final piece to the interior module. That gives us this nice door with storage compartment here, often with toiletries and so on, the mirror. And then we usually actually have some of our day-to-day clothes here, so a little bit of shorts, t-shirts, underwear, etc. here, because that's where we're going to get changed in the van. We're not going to be getting changed out the back, we're going to be getting changed here, so this is a perfect spot. Obviously in the California, can stand up as well, so that's just fantastic. The concern would be, perhaps because it is tight in here, about the driving position. There's a little bit more movement here in this seat available fore and aft, but if it really is tight, we did have a couple more millimeters here when the bed was made up, so we can still move this back another few millimeters. Even if that's not enough, what we could do for travel is very simply have our seat back, and on the rail system we can in fact just shuffle the interior module back a little bit further if you need more leg room for the driving position. So Jeremy's jumped in the front. How's it feel, Jeremy?
Very comfortable, yeah.
Very
good amount of room.
Yep, so Jeremy's not the shortest person on the planet by any means, and there's we have moved that seat a little bit forward to make accommodation for the interior module. But what was one of our secret tricks here, Jeremy? What did we just do?
Well, we adjusted the steering column to
Yep, so just show us how that works.
I think we did. Did we pull
Yep, pull that down, and you can adjust that column in and out
Right.
telescopically and reach adjustable, and that has helped create a comfortable driving position. And just lock it back into place. Just lift it up. That's it. So as we wrap it up today, I'd like to thank you very much for watching, but particularly I'd like to thank Jeremy for your help today, bringing this awesome, one of the very first Californias in Australia, candy white over asphalt grey. Jeremy, thank you very much. Some of your, where's your first trip this weekend again?
We're going to Kombilife to the farm.
Kombilife farm, down the farm. We've got lots of customers often going to the farm. Our kids were there last week doing some surfing lessons in actual fact, so they'll be good at the farm. And you're camping down at the state park, hopefully if we can sneak in. Yeah. It's 5 metres long, 2 metres wide. You won't need much space. Plus the awning on the side, perhaps. And then up north, then the picture.
Yeah, absolutely.
So please send us some photos from the road. Tag us on Instagram.
Yep.
We'll listen out for your beats. Apparently you've got some beats going to be out there on the on some of the campground. So please share those. And welcome to the Kombilife family, the VanEssa family. Thanks very much, Jeremy. Thanks for watching.